Hello everyone, this is our second video of the chapter Education under the British Rule. Till our last video, we read about the different approaches, or you can say the different methods of education, that was Anglistic and the Orientalist. Then we read about the missionaries. Now we are going to study about the indigenous education system. The first thing we must know is, what do you mean by indigenous? Indigenous basically means that the native, which shows that कि जब हमारे पास एजुकेशन सिस्टम दैट बेसिकली इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम हमारे पास यहाँ पे क्या था. In 1835, the Governor General of India appointed William Adam, who was the Governor General. That time Lord William Bentinck was the Governor General. He appointed William Adam so that he can able to make a survey on the Indian education system in Bihar and in Bengal. And after the survey, उनका मेन मानना क्या था कि survey करो, then let us know what reforms can we take on that. So during all this time, when they just conducted a survey, they find out that there were approximately 1 lakh schools, or you can say that pathshalas were there, where the people were taking proper education. और they find out that there were no village जहाँ पे हमारा कोई भी primary school ना हो. Although in Pathshala the number of students were less than 20, but in overall approximately more than 2 lakh students were getting education. In these Pathshalas there were no fixed fees, and Pathshalas were not like जैसे हमारे schools है वैसे नहीं होता था. It was an open space. You can see over here एक open space है. Students were sitting beneath the trees on their mattress, on their mats. In this way they were just sitting over there, and the schools were run by only the voluntary donations. कौन कितनी donations कर सकता है उसके accordingly वहाँ पे schools सारे के सारे run हो रहे थे. In these pathshalas, there were no fixed fees, no fixed curriculum, no textbooks, no buildings, nothing. Like एक open school system था. Students आए बैठे थोड़ा बहुत पढ़े, and what they used to do, like they used to sit on a land, no, on this कच्चा surface over there. So they just used to write on these areas, like ऐसे करके अपनी fingers से they used to draw the alphabets. इस तरीके से वो लोग यहाँ पे पढ़ते थे. And the rote learning method was introduced, कि भाई टीचर बोल रहा है पीछे पीछे से स्टूडेंट्स उन सब चीज़ों को डिक्टेट करें. सो दिस वाज अ सिस्टम ऑफ द इंडिजिनियस एजुकेशन सिस्टम इन इंडिया. पाठशाला सिस्टम हमारे पास ये हुआ करता था. Clear? Now these two topics are not in your syllabus. The next come on the contribution of other reformers. Now some other reformers also played an important role for the education system of India. First thing, that English language was introduced by the Britishers so that they can able to do their political and administrative work. And after that, when we talk about the Western education, the Western education का main motive क्या था कि लोगों को practical knowledge दी जाए. But some of the social reformers find out that if we are giving the Western education, so somehow it may hurt the culture of our social culture of our country. So the first person which we are having as a social reformer was Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He just basically believed that we must have to make the progress, and the progress in the education is only possible with the help of Western education. He was just supporting the Indian education and the Western education both, or you can say that he was in the favor that we must have the combination of Indian and the Western education. For this thing, he introduced a school in 1822, which was named as the Anglo-Hindu School, and later on it was considered as the Vedanta College. The next reformer we had is Swami Vivekanand. He was having a main focus so that upliftment of masses means large population का upliftment वहाँ पे हो जाए. For all these things, he just founded a missionary which was named as the Ramakrishna Mission. It was all about to create an efficient organization of the people so that we must have a proper grouping system and all these things. The next we are having is Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. He was also a great scholar. and he had a great innovations in the education, and he introduced as the system. He just considered English as a medium of instruction was a good one. Annie Besant was also one of the reformer, and she just simply said that he introduced a college, he just founded a college which was named as the Central Hindu College in Banaras in 1898. Next come on the great scholar in education and in the freedom struggle was we had is the Gandhiji. Now let us see about the concept of Gandhiji as an education. Gandhiji was in the totally opposition of the English education system क्योंकि उनका मानना ये था if we are giving the education to our students in English, so it means हम लोग अपना base, हम लोग अपनी नींव कमज़ोर कर रहे हैं because people will start going against their Indian culture, people will start forgetting about their Indian culture. So in this was the basic reason that why he was against the Western education system. He was totally against the Western culture and all these things. Gandhiji also criticized the British education system because he just want that we must have the proper traditional Gurukul system in our country so that people must know about their own culture, about their social values. He believed that if we are giving education to anyone, so we must give them education in their mother language. I simply say that if we are just giving the proper importance to the British or Western education, so somehow the education will become expensive, and he just started only the needs of Britishers will be fulfilled because of this Western education. Gandhiji was in the favor that we must create a development of body, mind and soul of our people, not only the Western education. He just simply said that we must make the people productive. Productive means self-dependent होने चाहिए, वो खुद अपना काम कर सके. That's why he had a great belief in the art, in the creativity activities and all that stuff. Clear? And this concept of Mahatma Gandhi was named as the Naya Talim, which was named as the new education. The next we are having is the Shanti Niketan. Shanti Niketan was a university right now. It was introduced or it was founded by the Rabindranath Tagore, and they are having a direct effort on the primary education. Rabindranath Tagore was in a great touch with the environment, और उनका मानना ये था कि when we are giving the education, so education should be according to in the environment, in the free environment, ताकि बच्चों को चेंजेबल सीजन के बारे में पता हो, चेंजेबल सिचुएशंस के बारे में पता हो. They can able to have face all these things. Their personality should be developed and overall development should be there. उनको एक स्ट्रिक्ट क्लासरूम सिस्टम नहीं चाहिए था. वो क्या चाहते थे बच्चे क्लासरूम पेड़ के नीचे बैठे अपनी प्रॉपर एजुकेशन लें और उसके साथ साथ वो लोग क्या करें यहाँ पर मतलब कोई फिक्स टाइमिंग ना हो. जब उनका मन करे वो उठ के चले जाए, जब उनका मन करे वो यहाँ पे पढ़ लें. एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस सिस्टम ही जस्ट सिंपली सेड दैट वी मस्ट बिलीव इन द नेचुरल एनवायरनमेंट. नेचुरल एनवायरनमेंट में उन्हें एजुकेशन दो और एक एन्जॉयबल और फ्रूटफुल एनवायरनमेंट में उन्हें एजुकेशन यहाँ पे देनी चाहिए. इनका मेन एम था कि भाई हमारे पास जो है वेस्टर्न एंड इंडियन एजुकेशन को कंबाइन करके हमें अपने स्टूडेंट्स को यहाँ पे पढ़ाना चाहिए. Although that both believe that Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore believe that education in the nature and environment are all these things, but there is a simple difference in their opinion that Gandhiji believed only Indian education, whereas Rabindranath Tagore believed that we must have the traditional education as well as the modern Western education. We must have the combination of both. Clear? So this is all about the education under the British rule. Kindly go through the chapter. If you find any difficulty, then you guys can ask from me. Till then, take care and bye-bye.